I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good morning. It is Wednesday, May 6, 2026, 9 o'clock a.m. We'll call the regularly scheduled meeting of the Board of County Commissioners to order. Roll call, please.
Perry Buck,
Loving that snow. Here.
Lynette Pepler,
Present.
Kevin Ross,
It is a blessing. I appreciate the snow as well here.
Jason Maxey.
Here.
Scott James.
I don't like the cold. And present. Minutes, need approval of minutes of April 22, 2026, please.
Move to approve.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Ross, second by Commissioner Pepler to approve the minutes of April 22. Further discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Read ordinance by audio. Need a motion to read code ordinance 2026-05 by audio.
Move to read code ordinance 2026-05 by audio.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Ross, second by Commissioner Buck to read the ordinance by audio. Further discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Certification of hearings. These are the hearing certificates from April 22, 2026. They include USR 25-0011, WETCO WCR 49 Highway 34 LLC, and COZ 25-0011, Amarin Family Trust.
Move to certify hearings.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Maxey, second by Commissioner Buck to certify the hearings. Further discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Houston, any amendments to the agenda, please?
There are none.
Thank you. Would ask for approval of the consent agenda, please.
Move to approve consent.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Ross, second by Commissioner Maxey to approve the consent agenda. Further discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Presentations and proclamations. This is Child Care Provider Appreciation Day for May 8, 2026. Are those you in the back of the room? This is not, no, it's not you. It's not for you. You know, this is not church. You can sit up here. Let me, anybody here for the proclamation of the Child Care Provider Appreciation Month? Because I heard that Melody was snowed. Okay, I'll just read it into the record. Whereas United Way of Weld County's Early Childhood Council, and Weld County Department of Human Services, and other local, state, and national organizations are recognizing the child care workforce programs that provide care for children on this day. And whereas the formal and informal child care system supports children's growth, development, and educational advancement, and creates a positive economic impact for families and communities. And whereas Weld County recognizes that child care is an essential service for families, communities, and our local and regional economy, and that the need will grow along with the population. And whereas support for affordable, accessible, high-quality childcare represents a worthy and necessary commitment to help families support children's healthy development and learning, and keep our economy healthy and growing. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed by the Board of Weld County Commissioners that May 8, 2026 be known as Child Care Provider Appreciation Day in Weld County. We urge all citizens to recognize child care providers for the important work and valuable contribution provided to our children, families, and communities. Signed this day, all 5 county commissioners. So we appreciate them. And we will make sure that they get that in the mail. How about proclamation for Building Safety Month? So you guys got to get those, okay? This is a proclamation for Building Safety Month, May 2026. Whereas the Board of Weld County Commissioners designates May 2026 as Building Safety Month and recognizes the dedication of Weld County building staff, including inspectors, plan examiners, and permit technicians who demonstrate professionalism and dedication through their work to ensure safe, code-compliant construction and development. And whereas Weld County continues to experience growth, issuing 2,116 building permits in 2025, highlighting the importance of consistent standards throughout plan review and professional inspection services. And whereas these professionals support a broader industry guided by modern building codes and standards developed through organizations such as the International Code Council, which brings together experts to advance safe construction practices. And whereas Building Safety Month, sponsored by the International Code Council, raises awareness about the critical role of building safety and professionals and the importance of adapting and enforcing building codes for to safeguard lives and property. Now therefore be it proclaimed by the Board of Weld County Commissioners that May 2026 is hereby recognized as Building Safety Month in Weld County, and we encourage residents to recognize the professionals who help keep our community safe and support efforts that promote strong, resilient, and code-compliant construction. Signed this day, all 5 county commissioners. Very good. Director Eisenbraun, please.
Yes, good morning, Commissioners. Thank you for your time today. And we want to just welcome Building Safety Month. And this is probably the one month of the year where people actually get to be and see our inspectors and be thankful to see them on their property. When they turn that light switch on, when they go into their home or their place of business and they realize it's safe and upstanding on these heavy snowfalls or high winds, they realize those codes are actually doing them a lot of good. This team works tirelessly, and a lot of that does go unnoticed, but their work is critically important to the safety and well-being of our county, of our residences, and of our businesses. With that, I also want to invite up Chief Building Official Caleb Sulson, as he is a bit of a newer employee to the county, but has really helped turn this building department into something of a model code. And we're also going to be reading new code into adoption for first reading today, and just want to give him a few minutes to speak as well. Thank you.
Caleb, good morning.
Good morning, Commissioners. Yeah, one of the terms that I've used before with all of you and just want to keep repeating is that of first preventers. We're familiar with first responders. When something bad happens, first responders show up to pull people out of a burning building or, take care of other disasters. And when we do our job, as David said, nothing bad happens. And people don't notice that you turned the light switch on and the building didn't catch fire. But, with that, we just want to recognize the team for doing an outstanding job of making sure that we're preventing those disasters from happening.
Very good. Comments from commissioners. Commissioner Pepler, please.
Well, this is a time to remember that safe spaces are the foundation of safe communities, pun intended there. Though protecting lives by ensuring safe homes and public spaces is nothing short of the utmost importance. So it's good to remember that each of us also has a role in safety, things such as preventing tripping hazards and keeping fire protection systems current and maintained and having emergency plans in place. And I'm grateful for professionals like Caleb that make it possible to have peace of mind and making that our norm.
Commissioner Maxey, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. David, Caleb, and to all of our wonderful building staff, the inspectors, the plans examiners, and the permit techs, and everybody who works with you all every day. Just thank you for the hard work that you do. I know that as Caleb you alluded to, a lot of times it can kind of be a thankless job. Having worked in that building alongside you guys for many years, I saw a lot of the thanklessness that comes along with that job firsthand. So thank you for working through all the thick and thin of the day-to-day grind of this job. It is appreciated. I also appreciate, the common sense approach to codes and processes that you guys bring to the county. And I appreciate just your awareness and your dedication to helping ensure safety for our residents and our businesses. So thank you guys very much.
Commissioner Ross.
How can you have a building called a lean-to and it doesn't lean? I don't know. It's perplexing, but hey, I truly want to say thank you for all the code improvements and ideas that you've been bringing forward to us, Caleb and David. I think we challenged you, Mr. Eisenbraun, when we hired you to help us get Weld County back to being business friendly. And I appreciate those steps you're helping us take to get there. And it's not at the cost of safety and making sure that things are structurally correct. So I just want to say you guys do a phenomenal job. Keep up the great work. The residents of Weld County, thank you, whether they know it or not. So great job.
Commissioner Buck.
I want to thank you also, Caleb and David, for just kind of getting us up to date with our codes. But it's true. I mean, there's so much that goes into what you do to help protect people, but it is taken for granted because you don't think twice about it. It's not top of mind. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for that, all you're doing for protecting the citizens of Weld County.
I agree with my fellow commissioners, and I appreciate especially something Commissioner Maxey said about the common sense approach. Code can be onerous. It can be weaponized, quite frankly, in my opinion. You guys don't do that. I'm very appreciative of the fact that you take a common sense approach to code, understanding that it's there to keep people safe, but not there to make things so impossible as to one cannot expand their dream, so to speak. Caleb, I have served in local government for 25 years and have never, ever received a compliment on a building official until you came along, sir. So I want you to know that you're representing Weld County well, and I appreciate that. Would you be so kind of take a picture with all of us? That'd be great.
Back there. Yep.
Hey, next is warrants. Under general warrants, ask for approval, please.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Buck, second by Commissioner Pepler to approve the general warrants. Further discussion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Under new business general, number 1 is to consider standard form regarding professional services agreement for various core and non-core child welfare services between the Department of Human Services and various vendors, and authorize the chair to sign any agreement consistent with said form. Good morning, Jamie.
Good morning, Commissioners. Jamie Ulrich, Department of Human Services. The purpose of this presentation today is so that we can have an approved standardized professional services agreement template for use when contracting for various child welfare core and non-core services. Our request this morning is approval of the professional services template. And this obviously has been approved through all the legal channels.
Questions for Jamie or a motion, please?
Mr. Chair, I move that we approve the resolution.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Buck, second by Commissioner Pepler to approve the resolution. Further discussion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries unanimously. Number 2 is to consider contract ID 10605, notice of funding allocation, work plan for Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act, adult and dislocated worker programs, to authorize the chair, Department of Human Services and Workforce Development Board to sign.
Thank you. We are wanting to update our work plan to reflect a transfer of $100,000 from the dislocated worker funding stream to the adult funding stream in order to maximize the impact of our available resources. Our request this morning is approval of the submission of the work plan notice of funding allocation.
Questions for Jamie or a motion, please?
Mr. Chair, I move that we approve contract ID 10605.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Buck, second by Commissioner Pepler to approve contract ID 10605. Further discussion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Number 3 is to consider contract ID 10606, notice of funding allocation, work plan for investment, career navigation, and coaching staff program, and authorize the chair, Department of Human Services and Workforce Development Board to sign. Jamie.
Thank you. This is to provide instruction in coaching core and goal for it methodologies by training local staff to deliver coaching services to underserved populations. Our request is the submission of the work plan notice of funding allocation for the investments, career navigation, and coaching staff program.
Questions for Jamie or a motion, please?
Mr. Chair, make a motion, we approve contract ID 10606.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Maxey, second by Commissioner Ross to approve contract ID 10606. Further discussion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jamie.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Number 4 is to consider contract ID 10625, agreement for Weld County Justice Center full design and engineering services. That's bid B 2500-157, and authorize the chair to sign for Populous Inc. DBA Fentress Studios. Good morning, Patrick.
Good morning, Commissioners. Patrick O'Neill, Director of Facilities. This solicitation is for the Weld County Justice Center Design Request for Proposal, RFP. The RFP consisted of 2 rounds of grading criteria. The first round was based off all proposals submitted and were graded by the evaluation committee, which included scope of proposal, critical issues, project control, work location, familiarity, cost and schedule, and project team qualifications. The Board of County Commissioners evaluated each consultant interviewed based on the published RFP grading criteria, which included work approach, project team qualifications, quality of presentation, and questions and answers session. The Weld County Board of County Commissioners awarded the base bid scope of work for conceptual programming and validation to Fentress Studios based off of the best value determination in this RFP. Once completed, Fentress Studios and Weld County negotiated per this RFP and previous award for the full design and engineering services for the Weld County Justice Center. Therefore, the Facilities Department is recommending the award to Fentress Studio in the amount of $19,237,130 for the full design and engineering services for the Weld County Justice Center.
Questions for Patrick or a motion? Please, Commissioner Ross.
Comments? I just want to say thank you, Patrick, to you and your team as you proceeded through this RFP program. And I also want to say great job to Fentress, RJA. You've done well for us so far and continue to exceed our expectations. I'm excited for what you guys will continue to deliver and looking forward to the product that is the outcome of a new Justice Center. So thank you and excited to have you on board. And with that, Mr. Chair, I would move for approval of the resolution.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Ross, second by Commissioner Buck to approve the resolution as presented. Further discussion? My question, Patrick, does the bid or the scope of work include a plastic 3D model of the Muffler Man?
I believe that's guaranteed.
Wonder if that can happen on the side,
To
No.
scale of the model in the office.
No, not small scale. All right. There's no further serious comment. The chair would ask for, I guess we have a motion. So all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Thank you and
Thank
congratulations.
you very much.
Okay. Next up, number 5 is consider contract ID 10610, crossing service installation agreement for County Road 51, safety improvements, and authorize the chair to sign for Burlington Northern and Santa Fe Railway Company.
Good morning, Commissioners. Michael Bedell from Public Works. As you're aware, this project's had a weird history recently, but this agreement is necessary between the county and the Burlington BNSF Railroad Company to allow our road crews to work within their right of way. This has to be, this is one thing that's necessary. Another thing that's necessary is when I send this back to them, I will have to attach certificates of insurance, and Kelly Leffler helped me gather those together, and I will attach those to this agreement when I send it back to the railroad company. The third thing we have to do is during all work hours, we have to provide for a certified railroad flagger to be out there while any work's taking place within their right of way and pay the bill for that. It's all in the name of promoting safety within their right of way and trying to minimize the chance of any accident occurring. If things keep moving forward, we're planning to do this work in June and July of this summer. And I'd be glad to answer any questions anyone has.
Questions for Mike or motion, please?
Mr. Chair, I move to approve the contract 10610.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Pepler, second by Commissioner Buck to approve contract ID 10610. Further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mike.
Thanks.
Number 6 is to consider contract ID 10617, change order number 2 for extension to High Plains Boulevard, also known as County Road 9.5, between County Roads 32 and 34, design build project, bid number 24039-1, and authorize the chair to sign for Kramer North America LLC. Good morning, Cameron.
Good morning, Commissioners. Cameron Parrott, Public Works. Public Works is requesting approval for an owner-initiated change order to the High Plains Boulevard project between Weld County Road 32 and 34. The work that we're asking to be included in this contract is a mill and overlay of Weld County Road 34, starting from the east project limits of the High Plains Boulevard project, and then continuing east approximately 1.3 miles to Weld County Road 13. The reason we are asking to add this to this contract is we are trying to minimize impacts to the residents and businesses in the area by performing this work while the roadway is already closed for the construction of the new roundabout at High Plains Boulevard and Weld County Road 34. This closure is scheduled to take place starting in late June and continuing into September on Weld County Road 34. This overlay would take place early in that closure, probably the first 2 weeks. The asphalt materials for this change order would be provided through our current materials contract, which was approved earlier this year with Martin Marietta. So the estimate for this change order of $487,441.01 is just installation only cost for the contractor. This work would be completed concurrent with the construction of the roundabout at Weld County Road 34 and High Plains Boulevard. So the contractor is not asking for any additional time to be added to the contract with this work. So the completion date would remain as October 31st of 2026.
Questions for Cameron or a motion, please?
Mr. Chair, I move to approve the resolution.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Ross, second by Commissioner Maxey to approve contract ID 10617. Further discussion. Cameron, I appreciate your sensitivity to our kind residents down in that area who, quite frankly, are starting to get a little bit of a closure fatigue, although I think they'll be very, very pleased with the end project. So thanks for taking that into consideration. Further discussion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Thanks, Cam.
Thank you.
Under new business ordinances, number 1 is the first reading of Code Ordinance 2026-05 in the matter of repealing and reenacting in its entirety Chapter 29 Building Regulations of the Weld County Code. Good morning, David.
Good morning, Commissioners. Thank you for your time today. As was mentioned during the proclamation, we have our first reading of our Chapter 29 Building Code updates. Caleb and his team, along with times with you all during various work sessions, have really come full circle, and we're excited to present to you or answer any questions you have regarding first reading. But with that, Caleb, do you have anything you want to add?
Yes, we did do a stakeholder meeting on March 19th, as well as had a meeting with the Building Trades Advisory Committee that reviews any updates that we're making to the building codes on April 15th. And also last night at a meeting with the Home Builders Association, was able to discuss some of the changes with Northern Colorado Home Builders. And the consensus that we got across all of those stakeholder meetings was essentially, welcome to the party. Weld County's finally catching up with other jurisdictions who've already adopted this code. And, they didn't express any concerns over the process. We did also provide a comparison that the commissioners had requested of the impacts of the new code with the 2024 codes as compared to our current 2018 codes, and welcome any comments or questions.
Questions or comments for staff, please? Please, Commissioner Maxey.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. No real questions. I did want to point out that comparison, and I just wanted to say thank you very much to Caleb for providing that. I think, number one, when you're not a code expert in this arena, which I am not, and you are, sir, it sometimes when you have new proposals in front of you to adopt new code, and we see how our state is going with a lot more progressive type of code and legislation that can impact our residents and our businesses, it can obviously lead to a little bit of understood apprehension on our behalf as far as potentially adopting certain things. And so the way you broke it down to where you broke it down for the various codes, IBC, IRC, et cetera, And I really appreciate how you broke down what you interpret to be or what you advise us to look at as far as some of the potential top complaint areas. And then also some of the ease and potential cost saving potential areas as well. I just wanted to say thank you very much and well done on that, because it really truly does help folks like me when so I don't have to go through and try to interpret and read the entire code book, because that would take forever and I wouldn't know what I'm reading. So thank you, sir. I appreciate that, and I would be fully supportive of this first reading of code today.
I echo Commissioner Maxey's sentiments. I actually opened up a document about building code and understood what it said.
Mhm.
And so I appreciate that very much, Kim. Additional questions or comments for staff? This is public hearing. I'd like to open the meeting for comments from the public regarding the first reading of Code Ordinance 2026-05. Any comments from the public? Seeing none, we'll close the public hearing. Ask for more questions or a motion from council or Kip. What are we? A board of county
Well, we're
commissioners?
bored today, but
Yeah, we can be a council tomorrow.
Mr. Chair, I would move to approve on first reading Code Ordinance 2026-05 in the matter of repealing and reenacting in its entirety, Chapter 29, Building Regulations of the Weld County Code.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Ross, second by Commissioner Maxey to approve contract ID, Code Ordinance 2026-05.
It's the snow.
It is, thank you. I needed an excuse.
We had our first meeting
Older
at 5
Americans.
o'clock this morning, so.
Further discussion, seeing none. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Oppose, same sign. Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, gentlemen.
Next is public comment. Each individual speaker is allowed a 3-minute period of time in which to direct comments to the board. The chair shall enforce the rules of order and decorum and will not accept comments regarding matters which are scheduled to be considered at a future public hearing, such as a land use hearing. In that event, the speaker will be asked to give their testimony at the appropriate public hearing, either in person or in writing, pursuant to the rules set forth in Section 2:120.e of the Weld County Code. Any comments from the public this morning? Seeing none, we'll stand adjourned. Thank you.